really smart guy. Pete Schrager stops by. Dave Wanstead. A lot of football stuff. Joy Taylor. I just saw, Joy, you went on a jog this morning?
Yes, I ran 2.23 miles.
Wow. In downtown L, or like where you live, around the company?
Yes, yeah. And everyone's telling me not to run with a mask on, so...
I do.
I
run with it. I put it down to
my...
my...
We live in Los Angeles. There's people outside, and it's a mask that's designed for physical activity, so...
Yeah, I don't...
We got this.
Yeah. So, plus, I just think it's a respectful sign when you're jogging around a community. It's just respectful.
Right, of course. There's still people outside. You're still within space of other humans.
Yeah, it seems obvious to me. I just do it out of respect.
Right.
So we talk about the schedules. We're going to do this all day. And so I think I said before, I think Tom Brady got a break in the schedule. I'm going to give him another win. I think Cincinnati and the Jets, I'm going to take away wins. And so I saved this team. Baltimore, I have as along with Seattle, that's my Super Bowl favorite teams. I didn't look at Baltimore's schedule close enough. So they face no teams coming off a bye. Big break when you have Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson hasn't had the success in the postseason. People get perhaps more time to prepare. They don't face a single team off a bye. They only make one trip to the West Coast. They're only leaving the East Coast once all season. Oh, wait, they have no West Coast trips. I didn't notice that the first time. They get a real scheduling break. Also, the Ravens open up. They get Cleveland at home, and it's a break because Cleveland's got a new staff. Cleveland's going to be really good. They're probably not going to be humming, September 13th. So they get a break because I think Cleveland matches up really well with Baltimore, not in week one. They also, one of the toughest games they have is at the Colts. It's one of their toughest road games. They get a bye before the game. They also don't face any team getting a bye before them. They also end the season with bad football teams out of the playoff race, Jags, Giants, Bengals. I thought it was a really, really good schedule, and because of that, I hand out my standing predictions, but now we've had coaching changes, free agency, draft, and schedule. So I am going to give you my official, barring any injuries in camp, my official NFL standings. Let's go AFC first. I'm taking 2 wins away from the Jets. Their schedule is brutal. I talked about it to start the show. So the Bills goes 9-7. Jets are 7-9. So are the Dolphins, and so are the Patriots. It's mostly an average division with the Bills winning going away. Boring division. Ravens, I had winning the division anyway. I'm going to add a couple of wins to 10-6. I still have the Browns making the playoffs. Steelers not making the playoffs, and I'm taking a win away from the Bengals, 5-11 to 4-12. The Colts win the AFC South, nothing changes. Chiefs win the AFC West, nothing changes. I do have Denver making the playoffs at 10-6. Let's go to the NFC. Nothing changes. NFC East. Philadelphia's schedule still looks 10-6 to me. Dallas's schedule, I watched before it was released. Not a lot of easy games for me. Dak's the inferior quarterback in at least half the schedule. NFC North, nothing changes for me. NFC South, Bucs still win it. Saints still win it. I'm giving Tampa Bay a win to 10. So the Saints and the Bucs tied at 10-6, but I think New Orleans gets the best of them head-to-head. NFC West, I thought about giving the Niners another win. A little Super Bowl hangover, but the schedule falls in their favor. I'll keep them at 11-5. So here are my AFC playoffs. Bills, Ravens, Colts, Chiefs. Nothing changes there except for a record for Baltimore AFC playoff title division winners. Wild card, Broncos, Browns, Titans. Nothing changes. I did think about giving the Titans one more win. The schedule was good for them, but I'll stay there. So the Titans are the new playoff team for me, not the Jets in the AFC. Jets out, Titans in. NFC playoffs remain the same. Eagles, Vikings, Saints, Seahawks win their division. Niners, Bucks, and Packers are wild card teams. So my big change is Jets out, Titans in, because the Jets schedule is ridiculous. And there you go. Can still change it, but probably won't unless a superstar quarterback gets hurt. I will also say this, is we tend to, and this is just the way all of us do things, right? We glamorize the past. I mean, Michael Jordan never missed a shot. That's why that documentary is so important. We see the truth that Michael Jordan struggled and he couldn't beat the Pistons. And, there's just, I lived through that. And I've always said, slow the roll on Michael. He may be the best basketball player ever, but you guys got him never missing jumpers. I saw the years he got tackled by Boston and Detroit and couldn't get through him until he got, Scotty grew up and Phil Jackson and, Jerry Krause made a couple of good moves. And we do this with all sports. Let's be honest, a lot of baseball players back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, probably can't make the bigs today. Probably can't. Even Babe Ruth. I don't know. Guys are like pitchers now are all like 6'7". They're all giants. Nutrition's better. Players throw harder. And we do this in the NFL, is that with quarterbacks, we forget that John Elway made a lot of mistakes, and Joe Namath had more picks than touchdowns. We are living in the golden age of quarterbacks. Quarterback play in the NFL is better than it's ever been. And it used to be half the teams in this league were just average at quarterback. Average athlete, average arm, just guys. For the first time, I think, in my life, the Monday Night Football schedule is great, and the Thursday Night Football schedule is great. When Thursday Night Football first came out, it always felt like it was Blake Bortles against Marcus Mariota, like 10 times. It was just Andy Dalton and Brian Hoyer. It just had a Flacco, Ryan Tannehill feel to it every week. They were doing gimmicky uniforms. It was, they put it on NFL Network. They didn't care who the play-by-play announcers were. It was dreck. It was bad. Even the quarterbacks in the NFL now that don't have winning records, Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray, unbelievably athletic, unbelievable playmakers, unbelievable athletes. Look at the Monday Night Football schedule. I won't even name the teams. I'll just tell you the quarterback or quarterbacks you get every week. In the Monday schedule, Big Ben into Drew Brees, into Lamar Jackson against Patrick Mahomes, into Matt Ryan against Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Kyler Murray and Dak, Jared Goff, Tom Brady, Sam Darnold, into Kirk Cousins, into Goff against Brady, Russell Wilson against Carson Wentz, Josh Allen against Jimmy Garoppolo. I get Lamar against Baker and Big Ben again. I guess Buffalo, New England last week, but, you could have Buffalo securing a playoff spot. Thursday Night Football. It goes to Fox week 5. So let's start week 5. Tom Brady. Next week I get Patrick Mahomes. Next week I get Carson Wentz. Next week I get Matt Ryan. Next week I get Jimmy Garoppolo. Colts, Titans, meh. Next week I get Kyler against Russell Wilson. Next week I get Lamar Jackson. Next week I get Jared Goff. Next week I get Lamar Jackson. Those are the Monday and Thursday schedules. The NBC's got the flex on Sunday night. They're trying to, the league's trying to get all the, the Fox big game Sunday afternoon, and NBC. The Thursday and Monday schedules are ridiculous. And, this is why I say good luck to all you leagues battling the NFL. Quarterback play now is so good. It is. We have, what's the word we always use on this? I'm trying to think of the word I use. Saturation. After this year, the Bengals got theirs. The Dolphins got theirs. The Chargers got theirs. You're reaching a point. And by the way, the good quarterbacks now play longer. Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Brees, they play longer. So you've got good guys playing longer, new guys who are better than ever out of high school and college with 10,000 snaps by the 8th grade. The college guys are better, and they're better sooner. One of the reasons, Jameis Winston's making nothing this year and Cam can't get a job is we've reached a saturation point. If you show baggage, you're not totally in, you show you're a little distracted, you can be a little needy, teams move on. They're not giving you second and third chances. They are moving on. Chicago wouldn't give Nick Foles another chance if they didn't whiff on Trubisky. We have reached a saturation point. The quality of quarterback in this league is astounding, and it's getting better. All these college quarterbacks going into the NFL, they are all now in these 7-on-7 camps and these summer camps, and it's the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000-hour rule. They are so much better now. The idea that Trevor Lawrence can go into Clemson as a freshman and win a national championship and look poised